This is Rabbi Aaron Boxt, Temple Beth Shalom in Ocala, Florida, once again with my podcast. Um, I want to talk a little bit this week about being thankful. We celebrated Thanksgiving last week, and we um, spent time around our tables talking about what we were thankful for. Thankful for our children, thankful for our friends and our family, and I was thankful for my congregation, among other things. And it's brought out some thoughts regarding what it means to be thankful. You can say a person is thankful. You can say that you're thankful, that you appreciate the love and support that you have. But showing that you're thankful is something totally different. There's the very common phrase, walk the walk, talk the talk, or talk the talk, walk the walk, however you want to say it. It's very easy to speak one and say that you're going to be a particular way, but to get out and do it. It's easy to say that you want to love your neighbor as yourself, but to get out and actually act that way. And there's lots of opportunities. There's lots of ways to actually get out there and show what it means to be thankful. Whether it's spending some time, you know, going to a fire department or a police station or a hospital or a doctor's office, or and speaking with nurses and doctors and speaking with physician's assistants and PAs and speaking with firemen and police officers, and actually reaching out and shaking the hands of someone that maybe is different from you, or giving them a hug. Or there's so many ways of actually being thankful, not just doing it, not just saying it, excuse me, but actually doing it. This morning I was on WOCA, the Ocala's morning show, The Voice, and we were myself and Dr. Hal McSwain, the Reverend for First Congregational United Church of Christ, and Herb Katz. We were speaking about an upcoming musician, Dr. Gary Helfand, who's performing at here at OTLS, the Ocala Tree Life Sanctuary, 7 p.m. on Sunday, December the 3rd. Tickets are $12 at the door. You can also come by the office here and speak to Vanessa to purchase a ticket in advance. And we were talking about the significance of having a temple and a church share a building. There's four other, or we are one of four places in the world that have this kind of a situation, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I come to work every day, and I know that I'm going to hear the church choir practice, or I'm going to hear the temple singers practice, or I'm going to hear the church bell choir practice, or there's going to be a Hebrew class going on, or a Bible study, or a study of the Psalms. There's all kinds of interfaith activities that happen here. And so when I'm thinking about being thankful, I think about the service we had last week, a week and a half ago, the Thanksgiving service, where we invited, members of a variety of different religious leaders, whether it was churches or the Muslim Center here in Ocala, or the Unitarians or the Baha'i. We had a wide variety of religious leaders here, and all speaking about unity and brother slash sisterhood, peoplehood, and what it means to live in a dark world that we sometimes find ourselves in, and what it means to actually make a positive change in this world. And that's what it's all about. Dr. McSwain mentioned in our radio show this morning, that there's a Jewish um, idea out there. It's nothing new. It's tikkun olam, the idea of litaken, of preparing the world. And the church has this idea of healing the world and how these go hand in hand. And the truth is, there's so much to be done in this world, so much healing that needs to be done, so much repairing that needs to be done. And it begins with this idea of being thankful and going out and doing things and not just saying that you're going to be thankful, not just driving down the road and passing by all the people who are asking for help, actually stopping and helping them. And I'm not suggesting that we drop everything that we're doing and we go out and we find every single person in the world that needs help and we help every single one right now. I'm not suggesting that. That would be it'd probably be impossible. But what I am saying is, if you can't help someone every single day in some way, shape, or form, whether it's learning from someone or teaching someone or providing support to someone, whether it's financial or otherwise. Right now, there's so many ways that we can give in this world. It's Giving Tuesday, right? So there's different organizations we can give to. Obviously, as a rabbi, as a Jewish leader in the community, in the world, I want to support Israel and help them to overcome some of the challenges that they're facing right now. But I also want to help the innocent children and others in our own country of the United States. And I want to help other countries that are in need of help and not just be thankful for what I have, but also be out there helping those who need help, however that can be. And I don't expect to, as I said a few moments ago, I don't expect to help everybody by myself. But if we're not doing something, if we're not out there helping in some way, look, there's this idea in Judaism that it's not our job, it's not our responsibility to finish the work. But we should not refrain from trying to do something. Meaning, we don't have to finish all the work, but we can't stop until it's done. Every single day we need to do something more to find ourselves one step closer to that completion, that idea of completion. Do I honestly believe that the work will be complete in my lifetime? Look, I would love for that to happen, but I am also, I live in a reality, and I live in a world of reality, of realism, and I understand that I don't believe the work will be complete in my lifetime. But boy, wouldn't it be great if it was. If every single one of us could wake up every single day and say, today I'm going to go do something. I'm going to go help someone. It's not just about being thankful. It's actually going out and doing something to show that you're thankful, to show that it makes a difference. We make a difference. How much better the world would be if we understood really what it means to make a difference. In this week's Torah portion, we read of our ancestor Jacob wrestling with this angel. And at the end of the night, he says to the angel, "What is your name?" And the angel says, "Don't ask this of me. How dare you ask this of me? What is your name?" And Jacob says, "Jacob." And the angel says, "Your name shall no longer be Jacob, but your name shall be Yisrael, one who struggles with God." And it's not that the angel refused to answer the question. It was that the question didn't need to be asked. Jacob needed to be less concerned with the name of the angel and more about what he could do in his life. This idea of struggling with God, we all do it. We struggle with God in so many ways. We struggle with God in how we can do, what we can do, what more can we do. Struggling with God does not mean we are given all the answers or that we give up because we don't have the answers. What it literally, truly means is waking up every day and trying to do more. Finding ourselves closer to whatever that end goal is, whether it's peace on earth or happiness or true thankfulness or love between brothers and sisters, all kinds. And we need to find where that common ground is. And I believe that we all have that common ground. I believe that we all have the basis of Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. We all have that basic idea of loving your neighbor as yourself. And truly, that is where we need to be, where we need to get to. So when you're thankful, be thankful. But then go out and do something, not just to say it, but to show it. I look forward to being together with you next week. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and a Shabbat Shalom early.